Hello and welcome to the Big Muddy Two-Step. This is The Devil's Charge. In June 1862, the city of Vicksburg, the South's last rail link to its western states, was under threat by Union naval forces. The CSS Arkansas was ordered to attack the Union fleet and then proceed further downriver to destroy mortar boats, which were bombarding the city. After already besting 3 Union ships on the old river earlier in the morning, the Arkansas now steams into the Mississippi. These were the forces involved in the action: the USS Benton, a steam centre-wheel gunboat; the USS Hartford, a sail and steam screw sloop of war; the US ram Lancaster, a steam side-wheel ram; and the USS Panola, a steam and sail screw gunboat. Facing them was the CSS Arkansas, a steam screw ram, which was a light ironclad. So here's the table set up for today's scenario. The Mississippi is running left to right as we look, so that's the way the current will be flowing. The Arkansas will be entering from the north, and the Union ships are located here at anchor. For this scenario, the Arkansas will start, and thereafter activation will be by card. The USS Benton and Lancaster are subject to gathering steam, which means they'll have to roll to see whether they can get underway. The USS Hartford and Panola cannot move for the entire battle. The game objective is for Arkansas to exit the Vicksburg edge of the table within 10 turns. It's turn 1 and the Arkansas enters the Mississippi. USS Panola and Hartford to her port side. She's steaming 3, which means 6-inch move, and then she'll drift towards the Panola. And that will line her up nicely for the first broadside of the scenario. First of all, she's got 2 6.4 Brook rifles with an effective range of 32 inches, so she's well within range there. And of course it's a stationary target. Needs 3s. Well, that's definitely a hit there. Panola is timber-clad, but because of the range, she needs 5s to save. 1 hit, and that's a critical damage, heavy crew casualties. Now it's the 9-inch Dahlgren smoothbore. That's a hit. This time saving on 4. No. Another critical damage. Low freeboard. We're sitting too heavy in the water. Well, that's 2 hull damage now. Fortunately, the Panola's got 4. And finally, a 32-pounder smoothbore, needing 3s. Another hit. Just a light gun this time, but needing 3s to save. No. So that's a cumulative damage, and the Panola is now taken on water with flooding. And of course, the Arkansas has also got some weapons up aft. 2 8-inch Columbiad smoothbores, range of 24. So that's outside effective range, and the Lancaster is small. 5s to hits. 1 hit. And the Lancaster is cotton clad. Will normally need 5s to save, but it's 4s because of the range. But that's no save. And a boiler is exploded, causing significant damage. -2 on the hull. Well, that's it from the Arkansas. And I'm afraid for the Panola, who's up now, she only has 20-pounder Parrott rifles on the aft, which are very light weapons and can do no damage to the Arkansas. So at the moment, she is a sitting duck. Further downriver, USS Hartford can do nothing either. And for the Lancaster, because she's got to gather steam, she only has an acceleration of 1, so gets 1 dice, needs a 5+. And no, she can't gather steam. Again, she is a sitting duck. And can you believe it, USS Benton is also acceleration 1. Needs 5+ on 1 dice. Doesn't get it. But I guess we'll have to have a go with her portside weapons. 1 9-inch Dahlgren smoothbore, but actually she's out of range. The only other weapon she's got is 2 42-pounder rifles with a 40-inch range, so she can have a pop with those, needing 5s. Well, that's 1 hit. Arkansas saving on a 2+. And that's easily saved. So at the end of the turn, USS Panola needs to do some damage control. Needs a 4+. Doesn't get it, still flooding. Turn 2 and USS Hartford activates first, but I'm afraid Arkansas is out of arc. Let's see if Benton can gather steam. No. So she'll just fire with her 2 32-pounder Dahlgren rifles. In fact, there's 3 32-pounder Dahlgren rifles. My mistake. Well, that's 3 misses. Now it's the Arkansas herself. She's going speed 3, so we'll continue to go 6, I guess, and drift downstream. I think she might turn to port. Port side batteries open up then. 2 6.4 Brook rifles. 2 hits. Needing 5s to save. Saved 1, but it's another critical damage. Armour fractured. Arkansas will follow up with 1 9-inch Dahlgren smoothbore. That is also a hit. Saving on a 5. No. Low freeboard. That is more flooding damage. And I think now the Arkansas will switch targets to Benton. 2 8-inch Columbiad smoothbores out the front. Needing 5s. 1 hit. 3+ to save for the Benton. Yes, okay, no effect. And that, I think, is the end of Arkansas's turn. And finally, let's see what Lancaster's up to. She is still gathering steam. And I'm afraid at the end of that turn, with 4 critical damages and 1 flooding, Panola can't do anything about that with regards to damage control, and she sinks. It's all a bit easy for the Arkansas at the moment. So first to activate this turn is Benton. She needs to get that steam going. Oh, finally. Well, that means she can go speed 1, which is 2 inches. She's going with the flow of the river, so that's 4, and she'll turn to port. And now we'll open fire with the port side batteries. 1 9-inch Dahlgren smoothbore, maximum range hitting on a 6. No. And 3 32-pounder Dahlgren rifles. No. Poor shooting. Now it's the Lancaster. No, they're struggling severely there. No steam. And she can't fire either. The Hartford's up now. She only has very light guns in her aft, 20-pounder rifle, so that's no good. To the Arkansas. Decision time for the Arkansas. Hartford is just off camera to the left, and that's the biggest threat if she goes broadside on to her. And obviously the Benton is now moving. The Lancaster, I think she can ignore. She's with the current, and actually because her forward guns are pretty effective, if she carries on that course, hits the Benton with the forward guns and out the port side battery, the Hartford, that might be the best idea. That's what she'll do. And in actual fact, she can still hit the Lancaster at the same time. Right, we'll do Benton first. 2 8-inch Columbiad smoothbores, needing 5s because of the range. And that's no effect. Starboard battery opening up on the Lancaster. 2 6.4 Brook rifles. Oh, that's a dreadful miss. 1 9-inch Dahlgren smoothbore. That's a hit. Lancaster saving on a 5+. Does save. And 1 32-pounder smoothbore. No. But now we've got exactly the same going out the port side against the Hartford. 2 6.4 Brook rifles. No. 1 9-inch Dahlgren smoothbore hitting on 5. Well, that's a hit. Hartford saving on a 4. Doesn't save. And that's not good news for her. Gun deck, batteries wrecked. So when they get to fire, they'll be on a -1. And finally the 32-pounder smoothbore. That's also a hit. It's only a light gun though. 4+ to save. No, it's not saved. The crew's decimated. That's a cumulative damage. And they've got lots of wounded. And that's the end of firing for the Arkansas. So that's the end of turn. Let's see if the Hartford can sort out the crew issue. Needs a 3. Ooh, just about gets that. So that cumulative damage goes. End of turn. So the Benton's up first again. She's going 4. Should have said she's accelerating. And we'll drift downstream, so that's a total of 6. And we'll turn to port. 1 9-inch Dahlgren heading on 6. No. 3 32-pounder Dahlgren rifles. And that was hitting on 4, so that's 2 hits. Arkansas needs 2s to save. Oh, just about. There we go, no effect. Well, the Hartford activates now, and unfortunately for her, Arkansas is just outside of arc of the starboard batteries. So she's just waiting there. And now it is the Arkansas. Again, I've got to think about what I'm doing here. I think she's going to go downstream into the arc of Hartford, which is not good news. But I think she'll stay on that course at the moment. So forward batteries will fire at the Benton. It's the good old 8-inch Columbiad smoothbores. This time they're hitting on 5s. I may have been forgetting about the obscuration because of that gun smoke. Well, that's 1 hit. Benton saving on a 3. Easily. Now, just because she can, Arkansas will smash the Lancaster. Brook rifles. 2 hits. Cottonclad need 5s to save. Oh, it's 2 criticals. Bow section destroyed. Dear oh dear, that's a hull of 2 damage. That's a disastrous one. And also, along with that, severe list. I think this is curtains for the Lancaster. 1 Dahlgren smoothbore hitting on 3s. And that's another hit. Saving on 5. No, that's another critical damage. Propulsion destroyed. I mean, it's disaster. And I don't think I'll bother with a 32-pounder smoothbore. But now the Arkansas opens up on the Hartford. Brook rifles hitting on 2s. Well, just the 1 hit. Saving on 4. No. Well, that's critical damage. Rudder unresponsive. Well, that could have been worse because she's not moving. Now it's the 9-inch Dahlgren hitting on 3. Yes. Saving on 4. Oh, no. Internal explosion. Dear oh dear, and that's hull damage of 2. Things are not looking good for the Hartford. And the Arkansas will use her 32-pounder smoothbore this time. Hitting on 4. Just. It's only a light gun though. Saving on a 4+ for the Hartford. Oh, no. And that's the boiler damaged. Okay, well that's acceleration -1, so that doesn't really matter. Poor old Lancaster's up now. Finally get some steam up. I don't think she can though. I mean, with the critical hits that she's got, her propulsion is destroyed. So she loses all current speed. Well, she didn't have any, but I don't think she can get going now. So, no, she's had it. I know it's out of sequence now, but she is going to sink. However, last to activate is the Hartford, and Arkansas is within the starboard side battery arc. Unfortunately, due to the damage, all batteries have been -1 to fire. 4 9-inch Dahlgren smoothbore. Needs 5s. In fact, 6 because of that smoke obscuration. Oh dear. And they're all misses. And the 2 20-pounder rifles are not heavy enough. So that's it. So that's the end of turn. Hartford does some damage control. That's okay. So the boiler is sorted. However, that wasn't going to really affect her. But with the internal explosion, unresponsive rudder, and the gun deck batteries wrecked, hull damage of 4, that's down to 0. And I'm afraid the Hartford gurgles to the bottom. The Arkansas is rampant. Well, it's now down to a duel between the Benton and the Arkansas. And I tell you what, morale on the Benton isn't particularly high, having seen 3 of their comrade ships go to the bottom. However, they're up first. Unfortunately, the Benton drifts downstream a little bit, but she will turn to port, I think. Neither of these ships are damaged at the moment, which makes it more interesting. Right, firstly, 1 9-inch Dahlgren smoothbore, needing 5s to hit. So that's 1 hit. Arkansas saving on a 2 though, because the range is just over 16 inches. Which she does. Now it's a 3 32-pounder Dahlgren rifles. And that's 3 hits. Saving on 2s. Well, that's 1 hit. And the Arkansas's crew is decimated. They've got lots of wounded. But that's the end of the Benton's shooting. Captain of the Arkansas orders close for action. And we'll turn to starboard so she can bring her guns to bear. Range is now just under 16 inches. 2 Brook rifles, needing 5s because of the smoke. Miss. 1 9-inch Dahlgren smoothbore, needing 5s. Oh, that's a hit. 3+ to save for the Benton. Yes. And finally 1 32-pounder smoothbore. but that's a miss as well. So that's pretty ding-dong. End of turn. Time to see if the Arkansas can sort out the decimated crew. Needed a 3 and got a 2, so no. And the Benton is up first again. She will keep doing the same. But she'll run out of Mississippi in a minute. 1 9-inch Dahlgren. Hitting on 4s. Hit. Arkansas saving on a 3. No. Propulsion damaged. Current speed immediately reduced by 2. So her speed is down to 1. And the 3 32-pounder rifles. Needing 4s. 1 hit. Saving on a 2. Yeah, that's easily saved. So with the propulsion down to 1, she'll only go 2 inches and drift downstream. Question is, does she turn? I think she will slightly. So the range is down to 14 now. Let's start with the Brook rifles. They're under half effective range. Needing 5s. Ooh, that's 2. Benton saving on 4s because of the range. Well, takes 1. Well, no, she's got gun deck damage. That's all batteries minus 1. She'll have to repair that one. 1 9-inch Dahlgren. 5s. Hit. Saving on 3. Easily. And 1 32-pounder smoothbore. No. So that's the end of turn. Let's do some damage control. Well, the Benton needs a 4 to sort the guns out. And she hasn't got it. That's not good news. And the Arkansas needs a 5 to sort out propulsion. No. So both ships remain with that damage. End of turn. Now it's advantage Arkansas because she's up first. Just going the 2 still and drifts downstream. Range is down to 12. 2 Brook rifles hitting on 4s. 2 hits. Saving on 4s because of the range. 1 hit, 1 save. And can you believe it? The propulsion is damaged on the Benton now. 1 9-inch Dahlgren and needing 4s. Yes, that's another hit. Oh, this is not looking good. Saving on a 3 this time. Oh, no. More cumulative damage. And it's the gun deck again. And I think that means they're minus 2 because that's 2 of them. Disaster. And finally 1 32-pounder smoothbore. No. So Benton would trundle forward. Propulsion's damaged, remember, and drift downstream. And I'm afraid because of the gun deck damage and the smoke obscuration with Arkansas, none of her weapon systems can touch the Confederate ship. So the Benton will desperately try and sort out one of the gun decks. Needs a 4. Doesn't get it. Arkansas needs a 5 for her propulsion. No. End of turn. And I'm afraid it's the Confederate ship that's up first again. Well, she'll trundle forward 2. Drift downstream 2. And we'll turn to port slightly. The range is now 12 inches. And I'm afraid Benton is looking a bit of a sitting duck there. 2 Brook rifles in needing 4s. Oh, that's a double whammy. Saving on 4s because of the range. Oh, that's 2 more cumulatives. Steering damaged and wet gunpowder. There's a leak in the magazine. We've lost half the powder. Disaster. 1 9-inch Dahlgren hitting on 4. Yes. Saving on 3. No. More gun deck damage. I don't think the old Benton can actually fire now. That is a disaster. And finally 32-pounder smoothbore. Misses. Well, there we go. Well, I think the Benton trundles forward 2, goes downstream 2, and will attempt to turn. So it needs a 5 plus. Gets it actually, so we'll turn to starboard. And that is Benton at the edge of the world on my table, so I'm going to allow her to escape and scuttle away. Well, after that last ding-dong with the Benton, Benton's gone scurrying. Arkansas will sort herself out. She only actually got 2 accumulated damage cards. One was propulsion damage, she can sort that one out, and decimated crew. A few bandages, and away she goes to Vicksburg to go and attack the mortar boats. Fantastic effort. I mean, the Devil's Charge, check it out. And I'm afraid the Union ships weren't really in it, were they? Anyway, that's it. Game over. Well done, the Confederates.